கோயம்புத்தூர் கலைமகள் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் சார்பாக ஆனந்தியின் அன்பு வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு 10th standard இங்கிலீஷ் மெமரி போயம்ல The Secret of the Machines. So now let us learn about the poem The Secret of the Machines. Can you all see here the picture of a machine, a big automobile machine? Okay, it is made in the shape of a robot. You can see how a car is being manufactured in a machinery setup. So in today's class we are going to see about what are some of the secrets that are found which many of us do not know. We just handle things, we buy them, we use them. But many times we have not gone into the history of how it has been developed. அது எப்படி தயாரிச்சிருப்பாங்க, எதிலிருந்து அந்த பொருள் வந்திருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றியெல்லாம் நம்ம நிறைய யோசிச்சிருந்திருக்க மாட்டோம். ஸோ இன் திஸ் போயம், இந்த போயத்தில் அதை பற்றின நிறைய விஷயங்களை நம்ம எப்படிங்கிறது பார்க்கலாம். The author of the poem, the poet, is Rudyard Kipling. Who is the author? Rudyard Kipling. A small brief note about him. He was born on December 30, 1865 in Bombay, India. He was educated in England and again he returned back to India in the year 1882. 1882ல திருப்பி வந்துட்டாரு, இங்கிலாந்துல படிப்பை முடிச்சிட்டு. அவர் நிறைய, he has written many books and the very famous that made him very successful was The Jungle Book. Could you see the picture here? He is Rudyard Kipling. Okay, so he had written one of the books named The Jungle Book that made him very successful, and it was published he wrote in the year 1894. He was the recipient of the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1907. So this was the Nobel Prize awarded to him in the year 1907. So this is a brief note about the poet Rudyard Kipling. Now first let us read the poem line by line and then we will see the meaning. The secret of the machines. We were taken from the ore bed and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1/1000th of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. But remember, please, the law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again. Because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. The poet Rudyard Kipling. The poem is very simple. He had used very simple words, and you could see the word and again coming in many of these lines. A very simple poem to understand. Let us try to understand this poem line by line with the relevant pictures. Okay. The first line says, we were taken from the ore bed and the mine. Children, we are using many things in our day-to-day life, as I have told you. நிறைய பொருளை யூஸ் பண்றோம். ஆனா இதெல்லாம் எதுல இருந்து செய்திருப்பாங்க? இது ஆரம்ப நிலையில அந்த பொருள் எப்படி இருந்திருக்கும்? What would have been the initial stage of that material? These things we haven't thought many times. Okay? So now let us give an opportunity to think. Okay? So whatever machines we see or whatever tools we handle, everything is made up of different metals that was originally taken from the ore bed and the mine. Okay, so this is the mine. Can you see? Suranga paadhainu solluvaanga illaya. Sometimes it is miles and miles beneath the earth's surface. Okay, if you can see some of the videos of exploring or having a ride in the mine, that will be really fantastic. So try to see some of the videos of how a mine is constructed, how people they work very difficult inside the mine to get these ores, the metals which are required to make different things that are existing in this world. இந்த பொருள்கள் எல்லாம் பண்றதுக்காக இதை இந்த நிலையில எடுக்கிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப சிரமப்பட்டு தான் இந்த சுரங்கத்துக்குள்ள போய் எடுக்க வேண்டியது இருக்கு. So the first line says, we were taken from the ore bed and the mine. So how these metals are taken? They are taken inside the mine from the ore bed. Bed means what? Layers and layers of different types of metals, minerals, rocks, everything will be there. So in that layers only these kind of metals are also found. And I have given the picture of, see, this is how gold seems to appear in its ore bed. This is copper, this is steel, this one nickel, this is uranium, this is aluminium, this is tin, and this one is lead. Okay, so these are the different ores, and from these ores only finally the machines are made. So the first line says, we are taken from the ore bed. So from these ore beds they are initially taken. Where are the ore beds? They are inside the mine. Okay. Now, second line, we are melted in the furnace and the pit. See, as such, if you take the metal from the ore bed, immediately you can't use it because they are very crude, they are very rough. So what people will do after taking the metals from its ore, they with high temperature, with fire, they are heating those metals and it will get liquefied. Can you see how it is poured? Can you see how it is heated and poured? So after taking the metal from the ore bed, we were melted. So here the melting process happens. Adu urukranga. Uriki in the furnace. So the big vessel or the container in which the metal is melted is called as the furnace and the pit. So the second step is it is getting melted in the furnace and the pit. Then after melting, what is the next process? We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. That liquid like metal, what they do is like this, they will pour into different castings. Castings means mold. Mold nu solluvaanga. Mold naka ada ஒரு உருவத்தை கொண்டுட்டு வரக்கூடிய ஒரு டிசைன் மாதிரின்னு வெச்சுக்கலாமே, அதுல ஊத்துவாங்க. So it is getting poured into cast. Can you see here a person, he is pouring that liquefied metal and wrought and hammered. Wrought means what? Beaten. Again and again it is beaten and hammered to design. See this person using hammer, how he is hitting it very forcefully so that they will make a design which is required for making machines. Next, what is the next step? We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. So after hammering, it will become a thin sheet like or it is a bit flexible, not so very rough. So after that what they will do is, we were cut. We means who? Here, the metals. Okay, so the machinery parts. So they are being cut by various instruments and filed. Filed means what? Joining them together. Only bit parts if you have, how it will work, isn't it? So we need to compile them together. File means compiling, joining, onnu sekirathu. Okay, with the screws and nuts and bolts, they will file and tooled. Tooled means with screws and nuts, they are tightened and gauged to fit. So finally, you will get a meshing structure and gauged to fit. So now it becomes a machine. Next. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask. We means here again the machines. What the machines require? They require some water, coal and oil for running. Okay. See, here is some, you would have heard about turbines, water turbines. Okay, for hydro power, hydro motors. So it can run through the pressure of the water, trains that can run on coal and machineries that run on oil. So all that they ask, they means the machines. What they ask from us? Fuel. Fuel in terms of water, coal and oil. And 1/1000th of an inch to give us play. Now the machine is ready. We need to give some space for it. Only then we can get it assembled. Right? So all they require is under 1/1000th of an inch. Means a place. The required space. If it is a very big machine, then it occupies a bigger space. Otherwise, according to the size, weight and power of the machine, they require some place to give us play. Play means what? To get started. And now, if you will set us to work our task. Now the machine is ready. If you set them to task, means if you switch on, if you put them into task, we will serve you 420 hours a day. So round the clock, the machine is ready to do the work. 24 hours, the poet has very beautifully told, 4 and 20 hours. Totally it is 4 plus 20, 24 hours. So once the machine is assembled, given a place, given fuel, required fuel, if you will set us to our task, means what? If you can switch on, if you can start the machine to work, it is ready to serve you. It is ready to help you continuously. Even 24 hours if you ask that machine to work, it is ready to work. So now so far we have seen how the machine is getting assembled and how it has been set to task. Now the machine tells us what all work it can do for us. Okay, very interesting. The machine says we can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. All these the machines are able to do. Can you see the machines? Pulling, hauling, pushing, lifting, crane and driving. So all these work or tasks can be done by the machines. Have you understood? Pulling, pushing, இழுக்கிறது, தள்ளுறது, ஹால்னா வலிக்கிறது, வலிச்செடுக்கிறது, லிஃப்ட் உயர்த்துறது, டிரைவ் பண்றது, இது எல்லாமே மெஷின்ஸ் நமக்கு செய்து கொடுக்கும். We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. Again, apart from that, there are some more things the machines can do for us. What are they? They can print. They can print for us. This is a big printing machine. Plow. It is used in agriculture for plowing. Weaving. See, can you see? The material is getting woven here. Okay, so weave. Heat. Machines are used for heating, ironing and light. So, எதுக்கெல்லாம் யூஸ் ஆகுது? பிரிண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு, உழவு தொழில் செய்யறதுக்கு, நெய்யறதுக்கு, சூடாக்குறதுக்கு, வெளிச்சம் கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு, so எல்லாத்துக்குமே machines யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்குன்னு சொல்றாங்க. Next, we can run and race and swim and fly and dive. இத தவிர இன்னும் என்னென்ன பண்ணலாம்? The machines can help us to run on it, like treadmill. So machines are made for racings. Machines help man for swimming. Machines help man for flying, helicopters and aeroplanes, and also for diving deep into the sea. So இந்த பர்பஸ்க்கு மெஷின் வந்து யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு. ஓடுறதுக்கு, ரேஸ் பண்றதுக்கு, ஸ்விம் பண்றதுக்கு, பறக்கிறதுக்கு, டைவிங்க்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் மெஷின் யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு. We can see and hear and count and read and write. Telescope, through which we can see. Again, telephone, through which we can hear. Calculators, through which we can count. Tabs, laptops, okay, computers, through which we can read and write. Typewriting machines. So all these machines are serving us the purpose of seeing, hearing, counting, reading and writing. But remember, okay, we are all very happy because all these works are helped with the help of the machines. So we are getting served by the machines. For that sake, we cannot be careless. Everything a machine can do for us. So I can handle it any way as I wish. That should not be our attitude. So that instruction also machine is giving us. But remember, but we all should remember. What we should remember? Please, it is requesting us. The law by which we live. So we should remember the law by which the machine is being made. What is that law? We are not built to comprehend a lie. Human beings, according to the situation, sometimes we lie. Okay? Maybe to escape or to get benefited, we lie. But machines are not built by that law. By what law we developed a machine, okay, that will be done by it. See, if this is a microscope, whatever details you keep under it, the exact details it will give. It will not lie. Okay, so the machines are not built to comprehend a lie. Comprehend means what? To understand or to give out a lie. It will not lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. After all, they are machines. They don't have human emotions. So the machines say, we cannot love, show pity on you, or we neither pity you nor forgive. So they cannot do such, they cannot express or show human emotions. And the அன்பு செலுத்துறது, பாவ பரிதாபம் பார்க்கிறது, மன்னிக்கிறது, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நிகழ்வுகள் மெஷின்ஸ்னால பண்ண முடியாது. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. Okay. Earlier we saw how all machines can help us. Now this line caution us. What caution it is giving? If you make slip in handling us. Okay, if you are not careful, if you don't handle machines with carefulness, what will happen? You die. We can even go to the extent of our death. Can you see a person getting the thumb cut? Here you could see the entire industry is burnt up. Okay, so if we make a slip, if we do some mistake in handling the machine, we will end up with a big disaster. அதனால அதை பார்த்து கையாளணும். நம்ம கையாளுறதுல ஏதாவது தவறுகள் நடந்தா அது நம்ம இறப்புக்கே கூட காரணமாயிடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes. You could have heard or seen in some of the industries, due to that machinery works, high machinery works, a lot of smoke, dust, pollutants, it comes out. It comes out to that extent, sometimes we feel like, Appa, the entire sky, the heaven is entirely covered. So here also it is a bit exaggerated. Though our smoke, the smoke that is coming from these machines may hide the heavens from your eyes. Sometimes it looks as if the heavens are hidden from our eyes. இதிலிருந்து வரக்கூடிய அந்த புகையானது அப்படியே அந்த ஆகாயத்தை அல்லது இங்க வந்து ஹெவன்ஸ்ன்றாங்க. ஹெவன்ஸ்னா என்னதுங்க? அந்த இன்னொரு உலகத்தை, சொர்க்க உலகத்தையே நம்ம கண்ணிலிருந்து மறைக்கிற அளவுக்கு கூட இது புகையை உமிழக்கூடிய தன்மை உடையது. It will vanish, but that is not always. After the machines are put off, all these smokes gets vanished. Vanished means what? It will disappear. அது போயிடும். Machines நிறுத்தினதும் போயிடும். And the stars will shine again. So the poet is giving a motivation. Don't worry. After some time, you can see the stars again. All those smoke, when it gets vanished, when it gets disappeared. Smoke எல்லாம் போனதுக்கு அப்புறமா திருப்பியும் நம்ம என்ன பார்க்கலாம்? Stars. Can you see the stars shining? Yes. Because for all our power and weight and size. See children, we have been seeing all the greatness of those machines. In this line, in a very humble manner, the machines, they accept what they accept because for all our power and weight and size. Can you see the machines here? Robotic machines, big machines. Okay, they are all very powerful, very heavy weight, large size. Okay, and they are having such a big power that they can do hundreds power men can be seen in one machine. To that extent they are powerful. But still, we are nothing more than children of your brain. The machines, they accept that though we are powerful, okay, though we have having much weight and size, everything, at one point of time, okay, we are nothing before the children who are having such a good brain, because it is we, the human beings, who have created all these things. So in front of our brain, if you see, the machines are nothing. So in a humble manner, the poet expresses as if the machines very humbly accepts that in front of human brain we are nothing. So when there is a tug of war, it is like saying human wins. Okay, so this is the meaning of the poem we have seen so far. Now with the meaning, now if you read this poem, I think you will understand better. The secret of the machines. We were taken from the orbit and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1,000th of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. But remember, please, the law by which we live. We are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again. Because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. The poet Rudyard Kipling. Children, hope you all have enjoyed the secrets behind the machines, how it is made, right from its orbit till to the stage where it can do a lot of tasks helping us. Okay, so with this meaning, learn the poem well and then practice it. Thank you.